First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Lions take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Mitchell. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? We're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we got a 3rd and 4.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Tannehill. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out front.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. First down, here's Mitchell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Right back to Mitchell here. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. We'll bring you updates all year, and the party just getting started here in Week 1 of the NFL season. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw brought in by Watson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Woods the receiver in motion right. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row. Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year in a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And give them a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Fournette will get down close to the goal line, but not in. As he'll be marked down at the 1. Call the gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go on.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ryan Tannehill scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That will be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Green Bay.
Tannehill on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Tannehill throwing again. Quick slant to Watson. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
At the 26, a gain of 16 yards. And the Packer first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've been schemed going wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. So he shifts past him. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Touchdown Brown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tannehill now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tannehill. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mitchell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw here. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll run with Mitchell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Once more with Mitchell. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. And so after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.